Last night I watched Catherine Bigelow's newest movie, A House of Dynamite on Netflix, and actually, I'm filming a new review because as I was starting to edit my other one, I realized my thoughts have changed even more on this movie, and that's because it's a very mixed bag. I think there's a lot of good stuff here with the tension it builds, and obviously it has a large ensemble cast, and everyone's giving a good performance here. And like I said, the tension builds up really strongly because of obviously the center conflict of a nuke being sent towards the United States and expected to land and cause impact there. It's a terrifying thought and very, like, as I mentioned, very tense moments because of that. Because you never know what can happen in a situation like that, and it's a reality of something that could happen in real life. So that part and the tension they built, that is all really scary. The problem in this movie, why it's really mixed for me, is that I mentioned there's a great cast of characters and great cast and their characters, but I don't feel like any of them get to have a really great performance because none of them have enough screen time. I'm not going to spoil any of the real plot points, anything that other than what you'd see in kind of the summary on Netflix, but I'll spoil a bit that the structure of this is non-linear, and it tells you kind of the build-up of with the timing of the nuke coming in, and it tells that story from three different perspectives. And while I think that's interesting enough, because obviously in a situation like this, it's very detailed, a lot of people are, working to solve this problem, I think it really slows its momentum and makes the movie fight against itself, where you're building up a lot of momentum with one group, and then it kind of just pulls you out of it to cut to a different group of characters. And it takes a long time to build up all that energy again and the momentum it had. And with that, in the second and the third, flashbacks, the tension's not really there anymore because you know exactly what it's building to from the first one. So I think, again, there's a lot of good aspects here. Catherine Bigelow's a great director, and you see some of that stuff. There's a good cast. None of them's giving a bad performance, but again, I feel like the screenplay of it and the way it was structured just was fighting against itself. Didn't give any of its cast any space to breathe and really give their big performance, and just takes a really tense situation that should be a really interesting movie and takes a lot of the tension out of it. So a very mixed bag as a whole, but for me, I'm going to be giving House of Dynamite 3 stars.